Hey there, how's everybody doing tonight? Oh, let me fix my light. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, sorry about the rough start there. Did some major cleaning today and everything got moved around and unplugged and relocated. It kind of threw my flow off there for just a moment. Hope everybody is doing good. There we go. So if we remember, last night, the original plan was to go down into level 10 and do some exploring. And for those of you that watch this on YouTube, I'm probably not going to put up a video for that. So it was so short that it's just not worth the time and the effort. But what happened was we went down to level 10 with the party and had a total party wipe that was completely my fault. And when I say that, I mean it didn't happen as a result of combat or anything like that. But instead, I was using the teleport spell to transport the party to level 10, well, to the level 9, to the chute leaving to level 10, entered the coordinates incorrectly, and as a result, ended up killing the entire party by teleporting them into solid stone. Now, that is a terrible way to go. And I debated at that point what we were going to do. Of course, the party has 6 people in it, and I noticed that only 3 of them could be recovered. So I spent the day today and some of the evening last night. I recovered the 3 members that I could, and sadly, there are now 3 party members that are no longer with us in any way, shape, or form. They have been completely erased from existence, we can say. So tonight, I'm going to introduce 3 new replacement party members, and we'll go from there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in, because I do want everybody to meet our new additions. Now, of course, I did take the time necessary to level them up. So that way, there's really no downtime for the people watching. So, let's go here. Here we are. So, actually, give me just a moment. Let's do this a slightly different way. Let's have a big reveal. What do we say? Let's have a big reveal. Let me remove these guys from the party. Let me remove these guys from the party. Alright, here we go. So we'll bump in this way. Alright, so these are the 3 that made it. Kyler, Wilma, and Merlin. So we still have our Lord, Kyler. We still have our Priest, Wilma. And we still have Merlin, the Mage. Now you'll notice that they've gained quite a number of levels since last night, and that's a result of me doing some experience point grinding with the new party members that we're about to meet. As a result, of course, these characters have increased as well. So let's meet the replacements. So you may remember we had Brundorf, the Dwarf Samurai. We had Frodette, the Hobbit Thief, and the Halfling Thief, and then we also had Shorty, the Gnome Bishop. So, unfortunately, we lost our Samurai, we lost our Bishop, and we lost our Thief. So, who do we have to replace these characters? This is my rescue party. So now we have Brunichi, the good Dwarf Samurai, Frodette's identical twin sister, Fronalina, and Luminessa, the elf bishop. Oh no, what happened, Trevelyan says. Well, last night we were going to venture into level 10, and I did the dumbest thing that any Wizardry player can do, and that is input the coordinates to the teleport spell incorrectly and warped the entire party into solid stone. Only 3 of them were recoverable. The other 3 passed away. So, after the stream was over, I rolled up some new characters and spent the last 24 hours leveling them up as good as I could. Of course, as we can see, there's still a level disparity. Brunici is level 13, Frodolina is 14, and Luminessa is also 14. These are our new characters. They are replacing Brundorf the Samurai, Frodette the Thief, and Shorty the Bishop. Basically, they're identical, identical classes to what we had before. So this is going to be our new party going forward. I think maybe I still need to outfit them. I'm not sure. We'll check in a moment. I think they're good. Pretty sure they are because I fought with them for quite a while. But I can't remember if I sold their items. No, everybody's still equipped. And so there's a couple things I want to do tonight besides Rome level 10. Of course, during the power leveling of these 3 new characters, there was a lot of spoils from chests that I won, that I have not identified, because I wanted to do that on camera. But I also have a special request from a YouTube viewer that I want to go ahead and acquiesce. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove Frodolina for just a moment. The YouTube viewer asked me, can you please demonstrate how I can add an evil character into a party with good characters? So I'm happy to demonstrate that. Right now, everybody in the party is of good alignment. So we're going to go to the maze with this incomplete party. And I'm going to demonstrate the trick that you can use to mix alignments. So if you look here, good, good, good. Everybody's a good alignment. You can see it right there on the screen. So the way you do this is you go into the maze. And then you return to town. And you say, stay in the maze. So we're leaving these return to town. We leave these 5 characters in the maze. So if you go to the training grounds and you inspect your characters, you'll see Kyler's in the maze, Merlin's in the maze, etc., etc. So what I do is I take this evil character that I've created, Fingers, an evil thief. So we're going to add Fingers to this party. Come on now. Where's that? There we go. I'm going to add Fingers to the party. He's going to be the only character in the party, and Fingers is evil. So Fingers is going to go into the maze, and it gives me the option. Go with this party or switch over to the party in the maze. So now Fingers is the only person in the party, an evil thief. But you look, and here it says there are 5 non-party characters in this room. So I'm going to open the options, and I'm going to say Add to Party. And now we have a full party, but it's mixed. Fingers here is evil, everybody else is good. And that is how you can have a mixed alignment party. It's an old wizardry trick, and it works wonders. So I'm happy to demonstrate that. But I did not create Fingers to be a permanent party member, so we're going to say goodbye to him. And we're going to invite Frodolina back. And now we're going to go into the maze. So let me just fix my party layout here. Put Merlin back where he belongs. And I think everybody else is good. Let's move Brunici, the cousin of Brundorf and Brunalita, apparently. So you can see Wizardry's so much an adventure, because the characters that you end with may not always be the same characters that you start with, and I think that's more apparent now than ever. I'm a lifelong Wizardry player. I'm very experienced with the game, yet I still have total party wipes, and it's not because I'm, being reckless on stream or anything like that. It is because sometimes that's just the way that it goes in Wizardry. So here we have a bunch of items, unidentified items. Some of these look pretty interesting. Look at that. Look at that. I hope that's the sword I'm looking for. So let's go ahead. Let's switch to Luminessa. She's our new bishop. Let's see what this is. It's a longsword +1. Okay, we've seen those before. What is this? That is a shuriken. That is such a rare item. I can't even tell you how rare that is. +7 to hit. 1d5 plus 10 damage with 3 attack minimum. I believe this item is only usable by a ninja, if I remember correctly. Fantastic weapon. So let's give this long sword to Kyler. And what else do we have? Because we've got pockets full of loot here. We have another sword. And a staff. That's a short sword +1. That's a cool item. Staff +2. I'll give that to her. Give the staff to her. What else do we have? We have a shield. So I did a lot of power leveling today, so this is why I have so much loot. I think that might be just about everything. Let's see. So this is probably a shield +1. Sure is. We'll go ahead and just equip that. Nope, she cannot. Okay. We have an armor. What is this? Breastplate +1. That's cool. Hey, Danny, how's it going? No, you're not too late. You haven't missed much. I was just explaining that, and this will be relevant to you. You'll want to know this. 3 party members I was able to recover. That would be Kyler, Wilma, and Merlin. Those are our 3. The other 3 were lost, completely lost, never to be seen again. So we had to make new characters, and I spent most of the day power leveling them. So we have Brunichi. He is Brundorf's, we'll call him Brundorf's cousin, good dwarf samurai. We have Frodolina, sister or cousin to good old Frodette, who has now sadly been put to rest. And then Luminessa, our new bishop. As you can see, Kyler and Merlin and Wilma have all leveled up considerably, gained several levels, as a matter of fact, during the whole grinding power level process. What we're doing now is I am now identifying some of the loot that I won down on level 10 during the off-camera power leveling. And I'm down to this interesting looking sword here. The icon for this weapon doesn't look familiar to me. I'm hoping it's the sword that I have been waiting for. Let's find out. It is not. It's still a good sword, though. Good sword, but not the one I really wanted. 2 more items to identify. And I think that's everything, right? Let's see, it's +6 to hit, 1d10 +2, +5 to hit, 1d10 +1, 3 attack. Yeah, we're leaving that longsword 2. Alright, what do we have here? Jeweled amulet again. We'll equip it. What is this? Chainmail -1. We can just toss that right away. Alright. So, we are ready. Now, Danny, refresh my memory. What are the correct coordinates for this spell? It was 8 down. 8 to the east. And 2 to the north, correct? Because I think what happened last night is I put it in wrong. I put 8 to east, 8 north. We sure don't want to repeat. Tell you what, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to pull up my map. I'm going to pull up my map. Because I do not want, for the sake of the stream, I do not want to wipe this party yet again. Alright, 8 to the east, 2 to the north, and 8 down. And last time, what did I do? I did 8 down, 2 north, no, 2 east, and 8 north. Yep, that would be stone. So, that's what happened. Warped them right into stone. And naturally, the majority of level 9 is going to be solid stone, right? Because everybody's going to try to warp there. So, what better way to trap and kill a party? Let's do it. And here we are. I'm going to cast a shield spell here. And we are going to venture down to level 10. All right. So, you remember what we said. The trick on level 10 is to keep going to the left. So that's what we're going to do. Going to the left. That is at the end of every door. So there's going to be an encounter here. Let's hit it. Looks like we have some Gorgons or Chimeras or something like that. Yep, sure enough. So we notice Kyler is level 17. That's pretty high. Let's see what kind of damage he's doing. Okay. Took out a Chimera in one hit. Alright. Kyler's on top of it. Alright, so we're going to let Frodolina, our new thief, check this chest out. We got a mace, and a scroll, and a dagger. I get super excited when I see the daggers, because there is a dagger in the game that can change a thief to a ninja, and that's what I want. Let's identify this scroll. And no value to me. It's a mace -1. We can get rid of that. So this dagger looks like another one of those, what was it called? Swift daggers? Quick daggers? Dagger of speed? Dagger of speed, that's what it was. Not the dagger we want, but still valuable. So now we head this way. So here we have 3 giants and a demon. It's our friends the fire giants. Oh, and this is a true demon in the back, guys. This is a lesser demon. The image of the monster, the layout is iconic to the series. Everybody knows what the lesser demon looks like in Wizardry if you're familiar with the game. So we're going to Lacanito these giants. Alright, woo, lesser demon killed quickly. Oh, Lacanito did not take him out, though. Only one of them. Yeah, the fire giants look so awesome. I noticed Brunici's name in the log is in lowercase because I think I had my caps lock on when I named him. I need to fix that. I need to edit the character and fix that. That's going to annoy me. Excuse me. Anything good? We got some armor and a sword. Love seeing the swords. Who had the armor? That's a cool sword. Let's see what it is. So this is plate mail +1. I think we have some of that. And that's a short sword +2. Alright. So everything looks good. So we hang to the left. Teleported yet again to this hallway. Now the question on my mind is, am I going to go all the way tonight? Are we going to encounter WERDNA tonight or not? And I'm not sure how I want to handle that. So we have a will-o-wisp here. I'm going to cast some spells on them to lower their armor class, or raise their armor class so they're easier to hit. Yeah, shiny and pretty. Alright, anything good in here? Ooh, a teleporter. Lord, I did not want to see that. Thankfully, it didn't go off. We have a mace. That's it, just a mace. Let's see if it's a good mace. Mace -1. We'll go ahead and toss that right now. Okay, so. This doesn't look familiar to me. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. So what do we have here? Some kind of thief, master thief maybe, and a gorgon? There we go. A sword, and a potion, and a shield. Alright. What kind of sword do we have here? So this sword is interesting looking. I can't say that I recall seeing that icon before. And this is a weird looking shield. This might be something cool. Luminous' inventory is full. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Potion. Yeah, that's great. Let's see. We're going to give that away. Short sword -1. Now we toss that. The shield looks very, very interesting to me. Evil shield +3. That's so cool. So we're no good for us, because we're a good-natured party, right? But if you have an evil character, then this shield would be fantastic. Armor class 5 bonus, that's pretty impressive. Alright, so onward we go. So we came in here, we're going to take a left. Okay, wait a minute here. Okay. I think this is right. Yeah, here we go. So we have a random encounter here. A robed woman and 3 priests. Tell you what, we're going to focus on her, because I'm going to try to nuke these priests with a spell. Or these bishops, rather. Let's do one of these. Well, it took one of them out. They won't survive this second round, though. Or maybe they will. What do we have here? Another bishop? I think so. We'll take him out really quick. Be done with that. Danny says, yay. What do we have? Poison needle. Shield +1. Alright. So, again to the left. So I think, if my calculations are right, we're almost to the end of the level. I have maybe one or two more hallways. I can't remember. Either way, we're getting really close. And I don't know if I'm ready to, you know, take it all the way to the end. So the question is, for the viewers here, what is it we want to see? Do we want to see more treasure hunting? Or do we want to go ahead and see the final encounter in the game? And potentially complete the game tonight? What do we want to see? There are some really good treasures to be found. Either way, this will not be my last go. I'm going to go back to town at least one more time. So think about it for a moment. Let me know what you want to see. Do we want to go ahead and see the final encounter? Or do we want to keep treasure hunting just for the fun of it? Wow, that shuriken's fantastic. I'm just going to hold on to that. No, I probably want to sell that because that way it'll be in the shop in case I have another wipe. Tough choice. I vote for more treasure. Okay, we can do that. Let's get everybody healed up and rested up. Well, I missed a ton. How was everyone? Hey, Saddlecat, welcome to the stream. So, you haven't missed much. Just one dive down into the dungeon, that's all. If you look, you notice we have some new party members. And that is because only 3 of our party survived the big blunder from last night. Kyler survived, Wilma survived, and Merlin survived. Their bodies were actually laying, as soon as you go into the maze, right there in front of town. Their bodies were there to collect, didn't have to go far to get them back. The other 3, Brundorf, Shorty, and Frodette, unfortunately, are non-recoverable, perished in the maze completely. Goodbye to them. But we've recruited some new characters, Brunici, Luminessa, and Frodolina, to fill their spots. And I spent a large part of the day power leveling them. Got them up to, I think, level 6 or 7 with Murphy's Ghost, and then we just started taking them down to level 10, kept them in the back rows, fought a bunch of monsters until they are now about the same level that everybody was last night when they died. And then, of course, Kyler and Wilma and Merlin, they've gained quite a few levels since last night. So we have a new group, and that's, you know, the way it works, I guess. The people you come up with aren't always the people you go down with, right? So we're going to teleport down to 9. We're going to do it right this time. 8 east and 2 north. Kyug says, what caused the party to wipe last night? Poison giants. No, I wish it was poison giants. I wish I could say that they died a noble death. But instead, they died a completely pointless death by me typing in the wrong coordinates on the teleport spell, and I warped them in to solid rock and killed all 6 of them. Oh no, that's right. That is right. But we're back here on level 10. So it just goes to show, you've got to be extra, extra careful. Because even though it's identical to the original game, some things are a little different, right? And the way I input the spells is one of them. Alright, so I'm going to cast my shield spell here. I'm terrified of doing that. The best thing I know what to tell you to do is to look at your map really closely before you, before you actually take the plunge. So here we are, level 10. We're going to Contra Dextra Avenue our way towards the end of the level. So here we've got some giants. What do we have here? Frost giants. Alright, so we're going to give these frost giants just a little heat to help our fighters out if we even need it. Yeah, these giants are fantastic. Poison giants are my favorite because Magneto will kill them. At least from my experience, it always has. And at this point, so pay attention, Merlin's level 18. And that's pretty high up there. So he's almost maxed out on spell points. So we think this is a gas bomb. And poor Fertilina doesn't do much better than her cousin at disarming these traps. We got no loot off of that chest. That's a shame. Random encounter on level 10. I call them Skyrim giants. They do look like that, don't they? So we got some bishops here. We're gonna cast a spell that never seems to work, just for the fun of it. Well, it silenced one of them. Yeah, my team is only 14, farming items in hope for that Muramasa or Lord's Garb. That would be fantastic. I forgot about the Lord's Garb. What I'm looking for are 2 specific items. I assume you're familiar with the game, so it shouldn't be a spoiler, but I want the Thieves' Dagger for obvious reasons. I want to transform my thief into a ninja. And I also want the fabled Blade Cuisinart. My favorite sword in the game. I'm curious to see what it's named in this game. Because I have a suspicion they might have changed the name. Just for trademark reasons. So we got some Will-O-Wisp here. So I'm going to do a Dilto on these guys. I saw a Japanese YouTuber get the Cuisinart drop. It was pretty exciting. Fantastic. Love that weapon. The Blade Cuisinart, of course, was named that for the US audience because it was a joke, right? Cuisinart's a food processor, electric knife, whatever you want to call it. So it was funny when, in the 80s when this game came out, to have a Blade Cuisinart. Of course, in Japan, Cuisinart's not a known brand, so they had no idea what the joke was over there. So to them, they tried very much to reconcile what it meant. So I believe in the Japanese manuals, it specifically said a legendary blade forged by the infamous blacksmith Cuisinart. So a joke weapon over here, a very serious weapon over there. What is this? Chainmail +1, okay. Infamous Blacksmith Cuisinart. Or Legendary. I guess in their mind it was sort of the way we treat Hattori Hanzo here in the West. Gorgon and a Chimera here. I remember the first time I encountered it. It was on the Mac version of the game. My friend and I found it, and I think back then it was called Blade of Cuisinart, not Blade Cuisinart. But like I remember, we looked at each other and we were like, "Whoa!" And so in our minds, it was like an electric carving knife, you know, which was fantastic to think about. Well, this is an interesting looking mace. Oh, look at this armor. What is that? And another cool looking mace. Wow, we have a cool drop here. What is this? Mace +2. Okay. Chainmail -2. Well, we'll get rid of that. And what is this? The jeweled mace? Nope, a mace +1. So we have mace +1 here. Let's give her the mace +2. We'll equip that right away. So we are having better luck with the treasure drops tonight. The night before last, we were getting almost nothing. 5 armored men. This could potentially get hairy, so let's go ahead and Lacanito and see what kind of help we can get with that spell. We got some help there. I keep looking back to your comment there. What wiped the party? Was it Poison Giants? Poison Giants have never traditionally given me a big problem in Wizardry. Kyla receives a sword. Frodolina receives a shield. That looks like a sword -1. I'm starting to be able to decipher the icons here because it looks chipped. And this shield looks like trash too. What do we have here? Longsword -1. Is this a shield -1? Yep, sure is. Get this junk out of here. Okay, what happened here? Oh yeah, this is that one tricky one. We gotta go this way. I got surprise attacked by them a few times with their poison melting our HP. Bad times. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for them. Alright, let's see. What spell do we want to use here? Let's do this. Yeah, that was the way to go. Hey there, welcome to the stream. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. We are treasure hunting on level 10. We're trying to find all the good loot. We got a sword. Is it the sword we want? Nope, looks like another trashy sword. I can tell because the icon has little chips in the blade. I like the way they're kind of giving us clues in this version. Right. So we have one giant here. It's a fire giant. Look at that artwork. That is fantastic. And like I like the molten rock on the blade. That is just so detailed. That is fantastic. Such good stuff. A book and a helm +1. Alright, so we're going to take a right because I want to head back to town, sell some of this stuff. The enemy models are really nice. Digital Eclipse did a great job on them. I agree. I agree 100%. And I can't wait to see what extra we get with this patch coming later this month. Because I know they said, you know, some of the art and animations are going to be upgraded. So I can't wait to see. Alright, let's just heal everybody up and we'll take another trek down. Shadowcat says they are spectacular. Yeah, they really are. They really are. I'm a big fan of what they've done to the game. So again, we're going to cast our spell very carefully this time. 8 down will get us to level 9. We're going 8 steps to the east, 2 steps to the north. And that will put us right in front of the chute that leads down to level 10. Before we do anything else, let's cast our shield spell, Maporfic. And if you're just joining us and you've not been to level 10 before, as soon as you warp in, you're in front of this dark room. And it says, "Flee, ye mortal, walk forward, and be returned to the mad Overlord and be spared." So it's a one-way exit. It's a shortcut back to the castle. And it comes in handy. And here we have this sign. "You are trespassing on the property of the Archmage WERDNA. There is no possible way that you can possibly get through my defenses, let alone defeat me in battle. So assure me of this, I give you this clue. Contra Dexter Avenue, P.S. Trevor sucks." Contra Dexter Avenue basically means keep to the left. So every time we open a door, we go to the left. And by doing so, we get deeper and deeper into the maze. If you turn right, it takes you back to the beginning of the level. Well, this is a new monster, a Bleeb. I don't remember Bleebs from the original game. I don't know much about these guys. So we should tread cautiously, because I don't know anything about them. Shadowcat says, "I love those." Well, they are cute, but that usually means bad things. Madauto didn't do much. Wait a minute, Bleebs. I do remember them. They can summon other monsters. It just happened. If I remember right, people used to use these to farm experience. I think I've been guilty of doing it myself, but the artwork threw me off because I never really pictured them looking like that. So fire seemed to work better than ice. What's in the chest today? What's in the box? What's in the box, Frodolina? A sword. And a mace. What kind of sword? An old beat-up sword. That we don't want. Because backpack space is a precious commodity. Looks like some more Bleebs. They look like my dog. Let's see, let's back up here. Let's do a... Let's try this spell. We haven't tried it yet. A Malicto. Let's see what that does. Oh, that does quite a bit, doesn't it? She cast a spell on it and it tried to lick her. Frodolina has leveled up. Teleporter. Ooh, we gotta be careful with these teleporters. We have a mace and a shield. Looks like another shield of evil. I'm gonna sell that. It sells for quite a bit of money. A friendly group of fire dragons. Yeah, we'll leave in peace. So we have some ninjas here, I think. And if I remember right, it was Ma Dao To that did a good bit of damage to them. Yeah. Quite a bit of good. Oh no, Wilma was one-shotted. And of course, Wilma is the one with the resurrection spell, right? Poor Wilma. She has the worst luck, I tell you. Alright, let's see what these items are real quick, and then we'll go take care of Wilma. This sword looks potentially interesting. Oops, not Frodolina. Not Frodolina. Luminessa. That's who needs this. Longsword +2. And chainmail +1. So let's kick it back to town. Uh-oh. What is going on? Oh, there we are. Got confused for a second. That guy was a pain in the butt last night. So even at level 18, we can die. Alright, let's heal up. Alright, let's take another trek down. Oh, let's cast our spell. 8, 8, and 2. We will use our shield spell. And head down to level 10. Oh, we've got a pretty big encounter here. Look at that. An encounter of this size, I think, calls for a tilt-a-weight spell. Boom! Oh, yes. Beautiful. Oh, I love that spell. It's very satisfying. Of course, I can't help but be disappointed. The old Wizardry instruction manual used to describe that as a thermonuclear weapon. So I was really hoping to see a mushroom cloud. Oh, which reminds me, I have something to share. Let me see what we have. I found some old Wizardry related materials today. Let me share this with you here. The manual for the Ultimate Wizardry Archives, which was a collection of the first 7 games in the series, I believe. And in it are reproductions of the original manual, where you can see wonderful illustrations that were present in the 1982, 81, I think, instruction manual for the game. Shows a party resurrecting their characters. There's old Baltack, the shopkeeper. Let's see. Anything else of interest? Shows a thief attempting to disarm a trap. I love the old school artwork. Here is a cleric trying to pound on a slime with his mace. Wonderful stuff. So of the manual, this much is the first game. The rest are the last games in the series. Comes with a reference card. Came with an errata for the manual, fixing some problems, basically including a list of spells. But that's not all. I also found the original instruction manual for Wizardry 6, which I've also got the hint guide for, the official hint guide. I've got Wizardry 7, and of course the official manual for Wizardry 8, and the book for Wizardry 8. Kept these for, I don't know, I've had Wizardry 6 and 7, the manual since the game came out, so that was early 90s. And I've had the Wizardry 8 stuff since Wizardry 8 came out, which was 99, 2000 maybe? Alright. So what are we doing? I'd love to stream some of those other games. Oh, what was that? But I really don't know if they would stream well or not. A lot of them are in DOS boxes. And I've not tried my streaming software on DOSBox before. I can tell you this, streaming the original version of this game would probably not be particularly interesting. Because it's not nearly as beautiful or graphical as this is. Hey there, welcome to the stream. If you do have any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. We are treasure hunting on level 10 today. I love the wire outlines, but yeah, I think for most people, it wouldn't be too interesting visually. Yeah, that's the problem, and that is a big reason I have long wanted a modern remake of Wizardry, and it's because I know that most people wouldn't give the original game a second look just because of the way that it looks. And to once again illustrate the way it looked, that's it on the screen right there. That was the original version of the game. The graphics are limited to this little box in the upper left corner. That's the maze. Like if you look at that box, you see the wireframe walls. Like you see the wall here on the left. You know, the little wall blocking a fourth of the screen on the left, the wall extending on the right, and then the back wall. That's what you have here. It's just not nearly as beautiful to look at. All of the controls were done with hotkeys: F to move forward, L to go left, R to go right. It's not at all user-friendly by today's standards, and it would turn most people off. Oh, here we go. We've got the big boys here. Some frost giants. So let's light these guys up a little bit. And let's do one of these for good measure. Shadowcat says, I think it's cool as hell. Danny says, me too. I think it's cool, obviously. Wow, La Halito was ineffective. I did not expect that. Okay, let's do this. Let's try this here. Just because I want to kill him with magic now. Oh, wow. That was ineffective. Okay, well, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. I don't remember frost giants having a strong magic immunity, but they must. Alright, what's in the box? A mace and a staff. Staff is interesting on this level. What could it be? Ooh, look at that. That is an interesting looking staff. Mace +2. What is this? Staff of Montino. Okay. So it's a staff that casts that spell. Move that over to Merlin. We'll unload some of this from our bishop here so they have more room. Okay. So not the rare find I wanted. Oh, come on. I can't get loot if these monsters keep being friendly. Alright, we have 6 level 10 mages. So we're going to light these guys up here. Ooh. And that should take care of them. Let this be the chest we want. Always get nervous with the teleporter. Another mace and another potion. Neither are things we really wanted to see. What's this potion, though? I'm curious about the potion. Potion of Dial. Okay, well. Alright, again, I think I might be getting close. This might be the last door before the end. Alright, so here we have 3 groups of monsters, and that makes it hard to use a AoE spell unless we go one of these high-level AoE spells, which damages all monsters, and I think that's the route I'm going to go. Or we could set the alarm off. Let's set the alarm off. And the reason I decided to do that is because more encounters means more of a chance at treasure. And since we're coming to the end of this trek down, I wanted to try to get as much treasure as possible. Now, is there another encounter, or was that it? looks like that may have been it. Alright. So we are going to make one more retreat back to town. I'd love to keep treasure hunting and try to find the elusive items that I want. But we'll get to the point eventually where we're just chasing our tails for nothing here. I think it is quickly approaching time that we go ahead and see what this game really has in store for us at the end of level 10. Alright, so I think we're going to call it. I think this is going to be the last track down. If we get the treasure we want, that's fantastic. If not, we'll see the end of the game. Alright, let's cast our shield spell. Oops. And let's see what this wizard is all about. And for the record, if I beat the game tonight with this party configuration, it will be the first time that I've ever completed the game without having a ninja in the party. Another staff. I don't even care enough to look at it right now. I surprised the monsters. Well, that's good. Because I want to take them out before they can even strike. Three giants? Are they frost giants? No, they are fire giants. Love these guys. Whoosh, look at that. Fantastic. Alright, keep our fingers crossed. Is this the chest? Is this the chest? Is this the chest? Nope, I'm afraid it's not. Let's just see what it was, just for the fun of it. Nothing we really want, I don't think. This, I don't know, this staff looks mildly interesting. What is this? Staff of Magrath, I can already tell. Alright. Alright. So be it. So this must be, this low drop rate must be specific to the Apple II version, because I don't seem to remember struggling this much on the DOS version of the game for these really cool drops. The wills of wisps here. Let me go ahead and do my spells to make them a little bit easier to hit. That should help. There we go. Alright, this could be it. This could be the chest we want. Look at that experience drop, my god. Mace and armor. That armor... I don't know what to think about that. Plate mail +2. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Gonna have 4 Master Thieves here, I think. Maybe they've had better luck treasure hunting than I have. He says, "Peace out." They're all leaving. I love it. Little salute, and they leave. Another staff, another scroll. All right. A big party of fire giants. It looks like they get the first crack at it. All right, let's do something a little different this time. We'll try to take him out this way. This one's still standing. Another mace. Lots of mace. Lots of maces on this level. Right. We have here Murphy's Ghosts. Yes, indeed. I tried to tilt-await these guys the other night, and it didn't do anything. They resisted it, believe it or not. So I'm afraid we have no choice but just to hack and slash with these guys. Is it going to be Murphy's Ghost that gives me the item that I want? Probably not. Excuse me. All right. Last round. There we go. No chest that time, unfortunately. Okay, friends, here we are. We've reached the end of the maze. So beyond this door is what we've come for. It's all or nothing right here. The lair of the evil wizard WERDNA. Office hours 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. by appointment only. The wizard is in. So the cool thing about this spot is if you kill the wizard and you come back, because you can still play after you beat the game, it will say the wizard is out. Let me do a little housekeeping before we continue. And our shield spell is still up, right? Believe so. Yep, it sure is. Alright, so here we go. The robed man is WERDNA. And we have a vampire and a vampire lord. And the vampire is already paralyzed, Brunici, and Kyler is already dead. So here's how we're going to do this. We are going to cast... Yeah, oh my god. So like it's super crazy. I'm going to cast Amabadai on... How do we want to do this? Let me think. We'll go ahead and do that. Luminissa is going to go after WERDNA here. Fertilina, who shouldn't even be in the front lines, is going to go after WERDNA. And so, here's the question. Do we want to be cheesy about it? Or actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's do this. Because Brundorf is just paralyzed. We can fix that. We can fix that. We want to survive. So there is a spell I can cast that can kill this guy in one hit. It's a real cheesy way to do it. But it is a pretty cool thing to see. So we're going to try it. And the spell, what happened? Oh, interesting. So the spell silenced all the enemies. For some reason, in some versions of the game, you get to choose what boon you want. That's not how it worked this time around. So anyways, Brunici is back. Here's WERDNA. We still have some vampires hanging out here. Let's see. So, Brunici. What is she going to do? We're going to try to dispel this vampire. Merlin's going to cast a Zilwan, which is a magic-based dispel. Alright, so Vampire Lord is gone. Alright, so now it is time. Let's see, we're going to try this again. We are going to tilt-away the fire out of these guys. WERDNA without his magic is basically worthless. So he's not even a problem right now. Tilt-away was ineffective. We're going to try it again, though. Oh, I told Merlin to fight. That's not good. Vampire's gone. So it's just us and WERDNA now. Now you noticed when I casted that Muhammad spell, Merlin went down from level 18 to level 17. He did lose a level for casting that spell. It comes at a great cost. We're going to try to lower his hit points. That tilt-away spell is ineffective on him. We're going to keep trying, because we just beat him. So we finished the game. We have killed WERDNA. And Brunici was drained of 2 levels. Merlin, the reason he was drained is the vampires. They did that. But we received the amulet. And as you see, we're still in this room. To Lil Gammon, for when the wizard wants out. So now, we made our way back to town. Now here's the neat part. Watch this. You've completed your quest. The amulet is now back in the hands of your beneficent ruler Trevor. In return for this, he grants you with a boon of 250,000 experience points each. Additionally, you will be initiated into the Overlord's honor guard, and thus will be entitled to wear the chevron of this rank evermore. However, you must give up your equipment and your party's gold to pay for your initiation. Well, I don't see the gold going anywhere. Let's see something. So you see the chevron just to the left of the character. That indicates the honor guard. Gold stashed away in offshore accounts, yeah. And they should be stripped of all their items too, if I'm not mistaken. Let's resurrect Kyler here, and Wilma. And let's level these people back up, because they did get level drained. Look at that hit points go down on these guys. Oh my god. It kills me. They were in like the 115, like 113, 115 range of hit points before they got drained. So, are they really... Do they really get rid of their items? Yes, their inventory is empty. Good lord, I don't remember that. So there you have it. That is essentially Wizardry. Of course, I can re-equip them, re-outfit them, and go back down to the maze and treasure hunt some more. Um, but that's all that there is for this game. Now, when Wizardry 2 came out, it was not a sequel in the way that so many games of today are sequels. It required the first game, meaning that you couldn't really create characters for well, you could, but the game was modeled in a way that it expected characters from this game to be imported over to it. And I really hope that Digital Eclipse kind of does the same. I understand that if they even get around to doing a Wizardry 2 remake in this fashion, they're probably going to have to include a way to start with a fresh group, right? But I would love to see them have that option to import characters from this game over, because that's really what it was all about. 1 went to 2, 2 went to 3, 4 was its own game, but that's it. This has been such a fun stream. I spent the last, I want to say, 2 weeks streaming this game, and it's been a total blast, and people really seem to like it. I've got a couple other games lined up. I've got a similar game that I'm thinking about streaming tomorrow, but it's a new game, but it's similar in some regards. We'll see what we decide to do. We may do something completely different like we did when we played Mafia. But either way, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for sticking around and seeing the end. There's no big glamorous cutscene or anything like that. Because like I said, games from the early 80s were very simple, right? And so this keeps in line with that. So yes, I appreciate it. Glad you all had fun. You have a good night, Saddle Cat. And Kyoge, it was nice to meet you as well. I hope you tune in for future games that we stream. What is the one I'm thinking about streaming tomorrow? What's it called? Let's see. I just got it the other day. The Islands of Caliph. And it looks very interesting. Looks very interesting indeed. In fact, let me see if I can get... Let's see if we can get it on the screen here. Give me just a second, and we'll see if we can preview this. I don't know if this will work or not, but we're going to try. Doesn't look like it's wanting to work. Yeah, I can't get my source to pick it up, unfortunately. But yeah, so you're familiar with the game. I'm thinking about checking that out, and we're trying that. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with something different. Have a great evening.